pull day is over and we got some covered call action, so let's take a look. Hey everybody, this is Spooky's Revenge. We're back with another episode of the $500 5-year series, and let's dive right in. So, yesterday was pull day. So Monday we did push day. Today we're doing yesterday we did pull day. Today is legs and abs. So I'll do that tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern. So last night I updated that I did the following exercises. I just want to run you guys through this really quick. I don't want to spend every episode talking about this, but the first 3 are kind of important so you guys can understand the process, okay? And again, if you don't have access to a gym or you don't want to go to a gym or maybe there's something physically getting in your way, that's okay. Just do what you can when you can. This isn't medical advice. It's not, I'm not a licensed fitness trainer or any of that stuff. This is just what I do. And the intent is just to encourage you guys to do what you can within the realms of your own safety, so that you're not the victim of a sedentary lifestyle. So if it's something you can change, you kind of owe it to yourself to change it. So safely, of course. All right, so looking at the first exercise, it's lat pull down. It's just a big bar. There's a Smith machine at Planet Fitnesses. That's just a series of 4 different pulley-based machines that have weights. And it's just a bar, and you can do a wide grip, narrow grip. I did the wide grip. There's a lot of contention over which one is more effective and all that good stuff. I'm not getting into that. I just did wide grip because I'm just getting back into it, and it's just what I prefer. So I put it on 85 pounds. Again, it's relatively lightweight for me, but I don't want to go too hard, too fast, and hurt myself because I'm already pretty sore. It's just delayed onset muscle soreness, though. But I don't want joint pain because that leads to injury more often than not, so I don't want to push it. So 85 pounds, since I did a lighter weight, I did 12 reps, and then I did a second set of 12 reps, and then it just means I pulled it down 12 times, and I isolated the lats. I didn't use my biceps for it, and I didn't grip my forearms too much and squeeze it down because that's cheating. So I just pulled it down with my back muscles, my lats, and just kind of did I focused on form. All right. Third set was 10 reps. So I started getting a little fatigued there. So I just, it's a relatively small muscle on me. So I got to build them up again. It's been a little bit. Then I switched over to a seated row, and that's just a bench with I put my feet up and just grabbed a little close grip handle, and I just used my back muscles. I didn't push my legs out into a full row or any of that stuff. I wasn't sliding around. I was just, I sat up straight, I leaned back, and I used my back muscles to pull the row back, pulled my elbows down. It's a lower pull. I pulled it straight to my solar plexus, so it was working my lower back, lower upper back. I did 100 pounds times 8, and then I dropped it down to 85, did 10, 85, did 10 again. So 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps each. And that was just to kind of hit the middle of my back, basically, nothing crazy. Then I went over to the machine row, and that's just it's a similar concept, but you're sitting upright and you have a thing in front of your chest, so it kind of isolates the back muscles a little more, specifically the rhomboids, and the rear delts, of course. I did 12. I did a lower weight because I don't want to do 2 rows back to back. So I did 70 pounds, 12 reps, because again, it's a lighter weight. I stepped down. So I did 12 reps just to kind of push myself a little bit for what it is. And then 2 sets of 10 with 70 pounds. So 70 pounds for all 3, did 12, 10, and 10. And that just kind of helped with the back. I just really wanted to target the back. Then I did a machine bicep curl, and that's just, rather than just grabbing dumbbells and standing there, I just did a machine, which is kind of the same thing. You're just sitting down, and it's got little elbow pads so you don't move your arms. And that helps you kind of isolate the biceps a little bit because I knew I wasn't going to be doing the hammer curls. It's the only reason I did that, so that I could focus on both heads of the bicep with minimal influence of me, potentially not having good form. So I did 70 pounds times 8. And again, it's been a while since I've been to the gym, so I don't want to rush it. Then I dropped down to 55 pounds, and I could use little 5-pound increments, but I just don't bother messing with those dials on those machines. So I just dropped it down to 55. Then I did 10, and then I did another set of 55 a minute and a half later to failure in biceps because I knew I wasn't going to be doing more bicep stuff. Then I went over the face pull. And that's, again, it's just a little bar. You pull it straight up to your face just like this, or you can use, you can hold it out in front of you and you can pull the rope up to your face. I just use the bar straight up for rotator cuff and traps. 30 pounds. That might be a lot for some people. It might be a little for others. It just works well for me. So that's, I just did 10 reps of those. Then I dropped it down to 25 because I started having some discomfort in my shoulder, some joint pain. It wasn't just sore muscle stuff. It was the joint. So I dropped it down a little bit, did 12 reps, and then I decided after that I was going to end the workout early because of that shoulder pain. I didn't want to keep pushing it. It feels great today, so I'm okay with that. And my heart rate was a little higher than I wanted it to be. So as far as the notes go, I wasn't properly hydrated. Supposed to hydrate about 3 or 4 hours before you go. I didn't get to that because I was busy doing home life stuff. I also ate dinner kind of late. It was about 6:30, 7 o'clock when I ate, as opposed to like 6 or 5:30. And since I go at 9, I kind of dragged dinner out a little bit longer than I should have, and I kept snacking. So I ate a little bit too close to the workout. Didn't want to push it. I wasn't feeling nauseous or anything like that, but I just, I don't like that general bloaty discomfort. So that's a moderate discomfort, and again, just ended the exercise. So I didn't do the hammer curls and I didn't do the shrugs. That's why I did the machine bicep curl instead and the face pull instead of the shrugs, because that kind of hits both those muscle groups. And that was mostly just because of time and availability, because again, the gym was kind of crowded and I didn't want to have to wait for anyone with the time constraint. So that's my pull day. So we did push day, we do pull day now, and then tomorrow will be legs and abs, and then I'll stop going into these little deep dives on the exercise stuff because I know you guys are here for stocks. So, okay. As far as the covered call stuff go, this is kind of important. So, portfolio is up about $5 for the day, nothing major, but this is kind of the sweet spot that I was referring to about the share price going up, but not being able to outperform the theta or time decay on the call. So I sold a call. Okay, and that means that I've sold the right for someone else to buy my shares. Okay, I already own the shares. I own 100 of them. So the share price has gone up. So I've got share appreciation, right? The shares have increased in value, but not to the point where the contract is increased in value, which means I make profit on the contract and I also make profit on the shares. If I decide to sell them, I can sell them at a higher price. Otherwise, it's just kind of doing its thing. So I'm about $5.76 up on this, and I've got a $5.28 profit for the day. And then if I look over at, let's say, NEO here. All right, let me just pull that account up really quick. Sorry, guys. Give me just 1 second here. It's just a lot to pull up. Okay, so if I look at NEO here, you can see it's the same thing, right? I've got 100 shares. Now, the NEO shares have lost value, so 100 shares have lost some value there. But as a result of that, the covered call, the call that I sold has also lost value, which means I get to keep more of that premium that I collected as profit. So as long as the price goes sideways or down or doesn't outperform the theta, I'll make a profit on the call, and I'm okay to hold the shares because I don't care if there's a little bit of drawdown on these, because I can just sell more covered calls and reduce that cost basis. And that's the concept here at work. I just don't want to think too much, right? So I'm just shares I already own, shares that I want to hold if I'm okay with it, minus OCG, and I kind of want to sell that. So I don't want to buy this contract back, and I'm okay if it expires worthless and I hold the shares. I'll just sell another covered call. For right now, I just want to kind of let the contract wear away, and if the share price can't push up fast enough to outperform that contract erosion, I'll make a profit on both, right? So that's the idea. As far as the other stuff goes, we just have the JPQ, Johnson & Johnson. Still haven't sold the SFE. They still haven't given me my money yet and taken my shares, but they will. Schwab ETF is up, O is up, Main is up, OCGN obviously is up. Ladder's down a little bit, and that's the long-term growth stock that I am okay to hold. You can see we got well, let me switch it up to daily here. We're just starting this up channel, and I'm okay to hold it. I'll probably DCA a little bit in this one, but I don't want to make the position too big, especially after the Tesla split. So I want to keep everything kind of balanced. Neoleap, of course, is it's a call, right? So the price needs to go up for that to gain value. So right now I just have my 4 contracts, and I'm just chilling, right? I got the other contract in the other account to offset this, so I don't really care too much. And it's a total of $100, so I'm okay with it. And this is something I plan to sell around here. So I anticipate that to be up there by then. It doesn't have to go up a whole lot in order to be profitable, and NEO has a lot of potential for it to push. So I'm just going to get in a position waiting. Clip and Tesla, of course, are down overall. And that's kind of expected too. They're the high risk, high yield ETF. They are supposed to pull down. This is not a speculative position. The idea here is that the dividend portions are reduced. They're taken off the price. providing cheaper shares. Now they did a split, of course, and I'll get into that in a second. But the basically converting a portion of my share price into cash, and then I'm reinvesting that cash to pay off the shares. So I'm not worried about the P&L and the shares themselves, because those are in theory going to be paid off by the dividends over time. And it takes 22 payments at the rate that I previously calculated. Now, since they did their split, I've got half as many shares, and the price is doubled, which means the dividend payout is doubled. So that kind of affects the ratio there a little bit. Overall, the market value is the same, but it is something we need to be mindful of if we want to allocate a specific dollar amount each month to buying more Tesla. So in this case, I may or may not buy some more immediately, but I'll probably keep chipping away at it just to get it up to 100, because I still want to have 100. And then sell covered calls and stuff against that if the options chain is healthy. So yeah, that's it for this recap. I really just wanted to emphasize the pull day stuff, and then tomorrow I'll do one for the legs and abs to recap what I do tonight, and then you guys will be done hearing about all my gym stuff. And again, the goal isn't to give you guys workouts or anything like that. It's just to show you that being physically healthy is being mentally healthy. To an extent, obviously, there's other conditions that doesn't represent. So no offense there. But if there's something that we can change for the better, we kind of owe it to ourselves to change it for the better within the realm of safety. So if it's just, if all you can do is walk around your house a couple times, it's worth walking around your house a couple times on days and at times when you can. If all you can do is, move your hands, just move your hands up and down, up and down, up and down, do that if it helps you. But having a sedentary lifestyle is not healthy for you or your portfolio. So it's worth it to kind of start that ball rolling. And that's always the hardest part in my experience, is just getting started. If you have a support system that'll help you stay consistent, that helps too. And that's kind of why I recommended, again, I'm not sponsored by Planet Fitness, but I don't know, a lot of people bag on it, but for general population, it's a great deal. It's cheap. They offer the training thing to get you kind of a base level of cardiovascular health, just a little circuit training. They are licensed trainers, I believe. So if you're just looking to get started, maybe you're out of shape, maybe you want to be in better shape, it's like 10 or 20 bucks a month. I mean, it's worth it. But I don't want this to be a promo spot for Planet Fitness, so hopefully they don't sue me. But yeah, so I just want to convey the importance here of being physically and mentally fit, and how it impacts your trading and your decision making. So it's worth it. Just sleeping better, having better posture, breathing better, being better hydrated, being more organized. It just kind of all cascades into better decision making in the market. So if you're struggling, this is an avenue where you can improve. So give it a shot. I will see you guys later. Thank you all for watching. This is already long enough, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.